So this happened a couple of weeks ago, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around how everything went down. It was supposed to be a simple, stress-free family vacation, but instead we ended up experiencing something I'm now calling the Great Airport Fiasco of 2025. Buckle up, because it's a wild ride that involves cancelled tickets, a series of unfortunate events, and my wife's mum, who couldn't stop laughing. Trust me, by the end of this you'll either be laughing along with her or screaming, "Why didn't they just leave already?" First things first, a little context. My wife Sarah and I had been planning this family vacation for months. It was a rare occasion where we actually managed to get time off from work, and we were all set to go to Hawaii for some much-needed sun, sand, and relaxation. We had planned everything meticulously: flights, hotels, car rentals, excursions, like the responsible adults we are. Or, well, thought we were. Our son, Ethan, is 8 years old and generally a good traveler. He's not the type to get super hyped about vacations, but he knows the routine. Get to the airport, check in, find snacks, board the plane. Easy peasy. We were all looking forward to this trip, but things quickly took a turn the moment we arrived at the airport. We get to the airport early because, you always hear horror stories about long security lines and last-minute check-ins, and everything's going smoothly. We check in our bags, go through security, and grab some overpriced coffee from Starbucks. Ethan's being his usual self, asking for a smoothie, while I'm already half dreading the long flight ahead. Sarah's busy making sure we didn't forget anything, and her mum, who we'll call Janet, is with us too. Janet's the kind of person who always finds a reason to laugh at almost anything. I love her, but she can be a lot in public sometimes. More on that later. The flight was supposed to leave at 9:30 a.m. and it's about 8:45 now. We're all settled into the terminal when Sarah pulls out her phone to double-check our flight details, and then, bam, she goes pale. "Ethan's ticket is cancelled," she says, looking up at me like she's just discovered a bomb under the table. I don't believe her at first. I mean, how could that happen? We'd booked everything months ago, paid in full, received confirmations, the whole shebang. But sure enough, I look at the email confirmation on her phone, and there it is, in bold letters, "Ticket cancelled." What the heck? I try calling the airline, but of course the hold time is an hour and we're about 30 minutes away from boarding. Panic starts to set in. I'm mentally scrambling through every possible explanation. Did we forget to check in? Was there some glitch in the system? Had Ethan's seat been double-booked? All these questions flood my mind, but no answers are coming quickly enough. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, I get through to an agent. She tells me that there was some system error and that Ethan's seat had been unintentionally cancelled. My heart sinks. I'm still holding out hope that we'll be able to fix this, but the agent calmly informs me that the next available flight with seats for him is tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'm about to lose my mind, but then I remember that Ethan is standing next to me, quietly sipping his smoothie, unaware that the very vacation we were supposed to enjoy is now hanging by a thread. "You mean, we can't get him on the plane today?" I ask, trying to stay calm. "No, sir. Unfortunately, we're fully booked for the day. I can place him on the next available flight, but we can't guarantee a seat for him today." She sounds apologetic, but it's not helping. At this point, I'm losing my grip on the situation. The whole reason we're flying to Hawaii today is to meet Sarah's brother and his family at the hotel. The thought of staying behind in the airport overnight with a very disappointed 8-year-old is not what I had in mind. And here's where it gets weird. As I'm standing there, desperately trying to figure out what to do, I hear laughter, like a loud, uncontrollable laugh. I turn around, and there's Janet, my mother-in-law, laughing. I can't believe it. She's clutching her stomach, tears in her eyes, and she's just laughing, oblivious to the storm brewing around us. "Janet, what the hell is so funny?" I ask, trying to maintain my patience. Through her giggles, she says, "Oh, this is just so typical. You're the one who always plans everything, and now it's all falling apart." She's laughing because she thinks it's funny that the one thing we tried to control this trip is now a complete disaster. I'm not sure if she's trying to make light of the situation or if she's genuinely enjoying the chaos unfolding, but it's not helping my anxiety. Ethan is looking at her like she's lost her mind, and honestly, I'm about to lose mine too. Eventually, after much back and forth with the airline, the agent offers to rebook Ethan on a flight that leaves in 2 hours. It's not ideal, but at least he'll be able to get on a plane today. I'm starting to breathe again. And Janet? Well, she's still laughing, but at least this time it's more of a nervous chuckle than the hysterical outburst earlier. She can't quite believe this is happening either. Long story short, Ethan made it on the flight. We managed to reschedule the rest of the trip, and we even had a great time in Hawaii eventually. But every time we talk about that day at the airport, Sarah's mom bursts into laughter. She finds the whole thing so funny, even now, as if it was some kind of cosmic joke. At first I couldn't understand why she laughed, but now I get it. Sometimes life doesn't go the way you want, no matter how much you plan. The only thing you can control is how you react. So, while my stress levels were through the roof that day, Janet saw it as one of those absurd moments in life where you just have to laugh or you'll lose your mind. In the end, we got our vacation, Ethan got his seat, and even Janet got to have her laugh. I'm just glad the only thing truly cancelled that day was our perfect plan. Anyway, anyone else have a vacation story that took a turn for the worse but somehow turned out okay? I'd love to hear your everything went wrong but we still made it stories. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback in the comments. Feel free to share your own experiences or reflections.